Hello and welcome to 18 WJTS in.form. We have made our way down to Crisney, Indiana for the Spencer County 4-H Fair, which starts in earnest on Friday night, runs Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We're going to be talking to Jennifer Mayo. She is the 4-H Youth Educator, Extension Educator here in Spencer County. And Jennifer, it seems to me that the 4-H program, the years that I've been through, and might be my 10th year here, that the 4-H program here just keeps growing.
It does. We are currently, I think, at 459 youth, which is probably about up at least 50 since I started a couple years ago. So we're growing and it's really exciting. Yeah,
that is really great because 4-H teaches kids a lot.
It does.
What are some of the essential things you hope that when kids in their tenure as a 4-H member, they walk away with and they hold the rest of their lives?
I think that it can really teach self-confidence and responsibility. You have kids that come in that might have difficulty making friends. They might not have a lot of friends at school, but when you go to that 4-H club, you can learn from other people. You make friends that are either like you or not like you. And it teaches you really how to be a well-rounded person. I think that, through opportunities like camp counselors, camp projects, it really teaches them responsibility and how to take responsibility for your own actions, your projects, you getting them done, being on that timeline. I think it teaches so much.
The thing about 4-H, I think, too, is we often think of 4-H this time of year because it's 4-H week. But really, 4-H is an all year round program.
It is. We actually start enrollment again in October, but we'll do some fun things this summer, like we'll do a STEM camp. So we keep going through the summer after fair, and then we pick up back again in October, do enrollment, and start the process all over again. We have clubs that'll meet and do swim parties and fun things like that this summer, and then they'll start actually their meetings in October, looking forward to working on projects and things like that.
Are there any new projects this year?
This year we don't have a new project. We had a couple new clubs that focused on STEM. So I think 3 years ago we started a new robotics club, which has just exploded. And then we kind of tapped into that and did more STEM, the science, technology, engineering, and math. And did some after school programs with coding, engineering, lots of fun stuff.
Is that one of those clubs where you can actually be in two clubs? You could be in like your town club, and then you can also be in the STEM club.
They're called Spark Clubs, so they're meant for short-term interest. So that one was geared towards the science, technology, engineering, and math. But then if you also wanted to join like the Dale Boys and Girls Club and do another project or shooting sports, things like that, you could absolutely join another club.
The fair starts really, I guess, Friday, and that's when that's when the public starts to come. It seems really early. Here we are, June, and early June, really middle of June, and you're having a fair already. You're always early. This year it's a little bit earlier.
We are. I think this year we're probably about the same time, maybe a little bit earlier, but we're earlier than most other fairs, and I think, people in the county have kind of gotten used to it being this early, and it's nice. Get out of school, finish your projects, get it over with. Last year we were lucky and had beautiful weather, hoping for that again this year.
Well, I think the storm's going to come through. It's going to rain, it's going to get a little wet, but it's going to be beautiful weather, and it'll finally be a nice, cool fair.
I know. I can't wait. It's so nice for the animals and the kids when they have to go out and exhibit and just to go out and do new things.
Now, what are some new things at the fair this year?
Lots of people have said that they would like more activities geared towards our younger kids that come. So we actually have inflatables that'll be here Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. They're free of charge. Families can just come out and enjoy them. Our Crisney Fire Department is going to come and do a little obstacle course. It's centered towards kids. And then we have all of our shows that we've always done. The food is always great. We have a horse show. On Saturday, our Horse and Pony Club is doing shows. They'll be every day, but then we have a big horse show coming in Saturday. So much to do.
Now, for this fair, you pay a $5 fee to get into the fairgrounds.
Yes.
Per car, is that right?
Per car on Friday and Saturday starting at 4. Otherwise, we don't charge.
So you say that on Sunday, it's free?
It's free.
And on Monday, it's free?
Totally free.
Okay. What is the one event that you hope, there's going to be two things. What is the one event you hope people participate in or watch that they may not have realized occurs? And then what are some of the buildings or exhibits you hope that they see?
I really hope that they come in and actually see the exhibits. We're in the exhibit hall now, so I hope they really come in and see the projects that the kids have worked so hard on all year. They've really poured themselves into these projects. We have some really creative kids that do awesome projects, so I hope people will take time to come in and look at those, but then also to see our livestock kids and how hard they work with their animals all year, breaking those animals for the shows, because not being a livestock person, in the last 3 years, it's something that I love. I love to go watch, I love to go see it. But then we also have the tractor pulls that'll be here. That'll be awesome. And we have other little competitions that kids can do all through fair that are fun.
Now, there's plenty of food. Are there new food booths, or is essentially the same food booths as every year?
We have all the same ones I think are coming back, but we have elephant ears. And then the Christney Fire Department is also coming out and doing some food for us.
Okay, so, and that's kind of like, what do you call that? The Midway?
Yeah,
is
kind of the
okay,
Midway.
the Midway
Yep.
area, which is really a nice area. Now,
Yeah.
you have this project building, which is where the projects go. And there's a small animal barn?
Yes, we have the Kennedy building, which is directly behind this, where our chickens and rabbits will go. And then at the back of the Midway, we have our beef, dairy, pigs, horse and pony, sheep, goats. I think that's all of them.
And the horse arena, that's obviously where the horse show is. The tractor pull is kind of,
Behind the Kennedy building.
okay, kind of like on the south part of the fairgrounds.
Yep.
Okay. Is this a good time for kids to come up and find out about 4-H?
It is. It's awesome. We'll have, I mentioned a STEM camp that we're doing. We're going to have information for that. Or if you just think it might be something that you want to do next year, come out, look at the projects, get some ideas, and we can even do a paper enrollment form while you're here.
And you do have to sign up online, is that right?
It
in
is.
January, but that's in January when you do that?
Yes, we have some. We sign up starting in October. We can do sign-ups, but if you don't have, sometimes people don't have access to internet, and that's fine. We can work with you. We have paper forms that you can fill out, or if you have a smartphone, you can go on your smartphone and just register on that. Either one.
Do you get a lot of support from the business community?
We do. We would not be able to do this without all of our generous donors. It is great to see the way that they support 4-H.
They step forward and
They
do
do.
that.
They do it through fair sponsorships, the auction they come out. We have such a generous community that really supports 4-H.
Let's talk about the auction, because
Yes.
some fairs don't do auctions anymore.
Right.
You still do an auction?
We still do an
Okay.
auction.
And that is, how does that auction work, and when is it?
It is Monday evening, and all of our kids that have shown livestock are able to enter if they want to. And then we have individuals and businesses that come out and they buy the animal, but it's different from other auctions, so they actually are just kind of giving a gift to the youth. They don't take the animal home with them. And a lot of our kids use that for scholarships. They set up an account and use it for college.
Okay, so if a hog is worth $200 and you bid $400, you
Right.
really just pay the difference. You don't pay the $400.
No, they still pay the $400.
Oh, do they?
They do.
Okay, they can keep. Do they get to keep the hog?
No,
Oh.
the hog goes back, but that money all goes directly to the kid.
Right to the kids, who then use that money, because I know that that's been a real important part for kids to have that money for college.
Yep, some will pour it back into their 4-H project, so they'll use that as their starting money to get their animal for the next year. Or a lot of our families just start college accounts and they pour all that into college and have been able to pay for college.
Well,
what
it's
they've
not
done in
cheap to
4-H.
raise an animal either.
is
First of all, you
not.
got to buy it, like you mentioned, and
Right.
then you do have to raise it. And so they're raising these animals for months, or some, I guess, for years. And if
Right.
they've had horse and pony, they've had those. Now those don't get auctioned.
Right, no.
That's-
Nope.
What are the categories for the auctions? It's sheep, and then
We have
hogs?
all livestock.
Okay, all
So,
livestock.
and our grand champions go in the auction first, so they're the ones that get to go in first, and then we just kind of stagger everybody else.
If somebody wants to come and bid, do they just show up that day and say,
We
"Okay,
have
I
a
wanna be-"
livestock dinner or a buyer's dinner, I think at 4 o'clock
Okay.
on Monday. And then from the buyer's dinner, you go over, you can get your bid cards and all that good stuff.
When does the fair start? Is tonight ambassador night when you select your ambassadors?
Yep.
You don't have a queen and a king.
Nope,
you
we
do
don't.
ambassadors.
Yep.
And I know we've talked to them before. They won't wear a green sash.
They
that comes
do.
Through. So they're going to be tonight. But really, the fair doesn't start until Friday, right?
Right,
At what
Friday
time?
morning. Friday morning at 7 o'clock.
Friday morning.
We do
Okay.
animal check-ins, so all of our kids will be here bright and early with animals, 7 o'clock. And then we just kind of stagger throughout the day on Friday.
Okay, but the public then comes at, you said 4?
They
Is that
can
right?
come in, I mean, you can come anytime. We'll have
Oh,
booths
okay.
set up that morning. Friday we kind of have packed. We start our sheep show at 10 o'clock that morning and move right along.
So it gets going early.
We
then-
do. We just
then
jump right in
Okay.
Friday.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, which also some fairs run a Monday through Friday sort of a deal,
Right.
but you're over the weekend.
We are.
I think Martin County might do that
They do.
too. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, Jennifer, thank you very much for being with us.
Thanks so much. I enjoyed it.
Good luck with this year's fair.
Thank you.
We have had as our guest Jennifer Mayo. She is the 4-H Youth Extension Educator for Spencer County. She is the one to contact if you would like to join 4-H or if you want to find out more about the 4-H program in Spencer County. Thank you for watching WJTS Inform. We're local people watching local people.